Child, you already know, Rika. Forget that movie, babe. Rika. Hey. Rika. Girl, that one you sent about I already down. Something told me to download it and I didn't. I gotta start downloading everything. Anything that you want to share, download it. I couldn't. Some told me to screen record it and I didn't. Hey, Joy. I have a question. Did we talk about it? Did we talk about it? No, Joy. Did we listen, girl. I see they playing over here too now. Y'all. We ain't even been out of class 30 minutes. Have we? I screen recorded it because ain't nobody got time to be playing with him. At some point last night, when TikTok was dark in the U.S., the code source switched from where it had been housed to Forest City, North Carolina, to a Facebook data center and the Meta Eagle Mountain Data Center in Eagle Mountain, Utah. They had been working on switching these over for the last 3 days, but TikTok is now exclusively running out of these Meta data centers. If you want to independently verify this and you know how to read source code, it's pretty easy to see where the data is coming from and where it's going to. It's also fairly easy to figure out where the IPs are and subsequently where the servers are. In addition to that, there's all the very surfacey indicators like the fact that yesterday Facebook started a TikTok account, it was instantly verified, and the fact that they started creating links to link your TikTok to your Meta accounts. Those two things were all just conjecture. The actual kill shot is that the source code for TikTok is now coming out of these data centers for Meta, which I think more than anything highlights how much of a political stunt it was that it got shut down last night for just long enough for them to be able to switch over all of our TikTok data to these Meta servers. It's really important to understand that getting a deal in place like this and getting prepared for this takes months. This was not an overnight spur-of-the-moment thing. They have had this plan in place for months. Really did play out like a pretty good drama TV show, though. There were villains and a good guy who swooped in at the last second to save the day. Either way, TikTok is back in the U.S., and this absolutely ensures that it's not going anywhere anytime soon. The question now remains, will it be the same? Major breaking... Tarika Monet Jenkins. Is that not what my whole last class was just about? I said, something ain't right. You said, look, that's because, honey, that's how I'm feeling right now.
I just want to know, do you see what I see? Do you? Feel like a labor pain to me. Now I know why they been trying to get rid of me for the last couple months. I told you them people over there already knew who I was. They made me register as a political party. An independent back in the day. That's how I got to TikTok. And now that those same people have come to TikTok, baby, guess who else is on the chopping block? Do you believe me now? I can't even post a video without it getting taken down. It already had all of those views. Soon as I post it, they take it down. How many videos have they done like that? Even my own. It was all of them shares. I share it to y'all and share it on my page and instantly. Do y'all know when I went through my videos, it's so many videos that's gone, it's unreal. I just did it. When I went through all of my videos and went through all the things that I saved, it's so many gray spaces in there, it's unreal. About time we get a whole choreographed dance to our new song, Joy. Joy. All I want to know is, do y'all believe me now? Do y'all understand where that irritation was coming from the last 3 months when I kept going off on people about not saying whatever you want, and it would literally shoot fire up from my feet because I'm like, are you paying attention? And now exactly what I have been screaming for 36 months is a reality, is it not? Baby, I am flabbergasted. Though I knew it was coming, it is still like whoa. And it's very quickly. The very people that ran me off of that app is on that one now. And now something is popping up here. I don't know what that means. See what I tell you. I'll move this out the way. I don't need, that's never happened. That has never happened. We've been on here 3 times. That's never happened. That's a first. Hey, Mari. What y'all think? We just had the class. And exactly what I said last night. I said if it come back, it's not going to be the same thing. Did I not say that last night? And I said no matter what, I won't be putting my stuff back over there. I felt it in my spirit that the police was around. Baby, one thing I know how to do is feel for the bacon that be here. I like bacon, not all of it, but I can smell it from a mile away. All the bacon and the bacon friends and the fake bacon and the real bacon. I can smell the bacon everywhere. I really do pray for the people that thought I was just fussing. Do you hear what I'm telling you? I pray for the people that thought I was just always yelling and doing too much. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Because what people don't realize is when a person won't stop saying something to you and they keep saying it over and over and over, and nothing goes away until it teaches you what you're supposed to know. There were people up until we got cut off of TikTok still saying sorry for something that they have heard me say over and over and over and over again. And the reason why I was saying what I said over and over and over again. And today, on the 19th of January in the year 2025, it is a reality, is it not? For 3 years, y'all remember what the number 22 means? Seeking you shall find spiritual light. You said that every time you referred somebody here. Every time you said CERCA TROVA. You told somebody to seek and find. Seek and find. Seek, CERCA and CERCA and CERCA and seek and seek and seek and seek and seek and seek. Trova and find and find and find and find. For 3 years, every single time you said the name CERCA TROVA, not because of me. You were literally telling people to open up their eyes and see what was going on right in front of them. Remember, I told y'all words have power. Names have power. That's why we call on the name of Jesus when we are in trouble or when we're sick or when we're scared, because names have meaning. And now the video that they deleted literally says where MAGA comes from, and the whole process of breaking the words down, what the symbols mean, all of those different things that we learned here and started learning here 3 years ago. And now all of it is relevant to tomorrow. All of it is relevant till today. Looking deeper than what is on the surface. CERCA TROVA 22. Seek and find spiritual light. Can I ask you a question? Do you feel like you can see things now that all of the people that are walking around you do not see? Y'all can look at the same social media post and they will have absolutely no idea of what it is that they're looking at, right or wrong. Y'all can watch the same post. Y'all can watch the same movie. You can hear the same word, and yet your ears and your eyes pick up in your spirit, pick up on, like, wait, what? Whoa, what you tripping for? All they said was no. Did you understand what they just said? Or do you understand what that means? Do you know what that symbol means? Do you know? So do you still think 3 years later that the time that we spent in here learning words, learning symbols, learning the etymology of the words that we are reading, do you still think that it was useless time spent? Rika, did you watch the video that they took down? Did y'all even get it? Yeah, it's like watching it go right over their heads, nephew. It didn't even let you get a chance. You want to know the good thing about it? It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. And you know where else it is? On here. I'm about to pinch somebody. Somebody put their arm up for me to pinch them. Or bite you. Either one. I'm about to bite or pinch somebody. Somebody put their fat meat up, please. Please and thank you. I don't care who it is. Somebody put... thank you, Joy. I'm about to... I just said I'm not going back to TikTok because I'm not going to post anymore if it ain't already on there. My own particular content, I'm not going to post it. The first video that I really posted that got something to do with something, instantly they took it down. So do y'all think they gonna let me post anything? And I can't. The whole reason I got a whole strike on my account is for other people's content. Now, one of the videos that I got a strike for on my TikTok account is for any of my content. It's other people's content. I have not been able to post my real content like what I used to post. Remember, they stopped me from showing the books. So I ain't been showing the books, so they ain't been tripping. Remember? Because I used to be able to pick up books, pick up products. Remember, every single time I was showing y'all anything that had to do with survival or a book that showed you something, they started giving me warnings. So I had to stop showing y'all books. But everybody else was still showing books. I just, not the ones I was showing. Am I lying? Because I don't even really get to show y'all books. I don't really show y'all products no more because of this. And then instantly I go back, post a video, share it to y'all. It's a wrap. And then, this, what we just listened to. And look at this. That's the cool thing about this is it records our lives. Just talked about this. So y'all pay us to find them. It's a real thing. You hear me? Raw time. 7 people on here and 74 people on here. It is some, but they knew, so we gonna let them do what they do because this is too much. It's too much. It's pretty. Did not be sitting on the side. Why would he call up? Oh, I need to know what minute it's in. They brought on that who thing about the future generations, the youth of the future or whatever, where they can stop you from driving on the roads, they can cut your money off, they can stop you from going into stores, all of these different things. That's the last video, like, that got me in the situation I'm in over on Flavor Flav. Yes, I do. It's the Korean and the Chinese guy. I'll find it. Anyway, if y'all go back and watch the last live that's on Fanbase, it's on there, but it's also on YouTube, the actual video of what was said about the lavender and all of that. I don't know where it is, what minute it's on. And then they took it off. Because I also had y'all searching for who I was going to be there. It's still getting over troubleshooting Facebook. The app gets easier the more you use it. Yeah, I've been over here. I won't be posting anything over there on that other side. Can I ask a question? Y'all gonna answer truthfully or no? Huh? Be honest. When I told y'all earlier today that I didn't want to post my content over there no more, and I don't believe that it's the same app, who thought I was overreacting? Be honest. Did you kind of shake your head a little bit or tilt your, and be honest. I won't be offended. I want to know who maybe thought that I was thinking a little bit too hard into what I was saying earlier today. Even before we got on this app, we talked about some stuff. And it's okay if you did. I know you were telling the truth and you're not the only one. I get it. No, I felt the energy change through the app. Something feels off being back on TikTok. Okay. Because sometimes people make it like I'm doing way too much. And I'll be like, I'm telling you, I don't know. I can't put it into terms exactly where it's at. But some ain't right. No, I said when I heard it was back on that you wasn't going to go back. I'm not over there. And you see what I said, it ain't nothing to update it because then they don't got to tell you that they updated it because the app wasn't up and running. I haven't watched the earlier classes because you hopped on live, but I was just talking to my sister before I came in class that I don't trust it. Nephew literally had a 2-hour class about it on Fanbase and YouTube. Hop on, what's the name? I screen recorded it. Do you want to hear it? Well, I sent it to you. Did you see it? Where is my other phone? I took it in the room. Ugh. Okay, hold on. See, this is why I be all over the place because I be having 18,000 devices. I gotta try to remember where it's at. Well, first, can we do this one? They are. Can we do 2 real quick and then I'll show you the other one? Oh, thank you. I don't know how that happened. You said now all of a sudden Facebook and Insta have both pages and blue check marks, right? Okay, so listen to this while I go get my other phone, y'all.
We're learning about the executive orders Trump is instituting tomorrow, and that includes making it easier to fire career federal employees through an executive order called Schedule F. It'll change the hiring processes and firing processes for executive government employees as Trump tries to essentially fire as many career staffers as he can. Now, before I continue, if you don't follow me yet on my Instagram, YouTube, and Substack, that's where I'll be if TikTok is banned in 90 days, so follow me there. It's linked in my bio. Trump also plans on instituting a national energy emergency to roll back a number of the pro-climate policies and executive orders that the Biden administration has issued, including directives concerning offshore drilling and the use of electric vehicles. And finally, Trump is expected to roll back all DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion policies that have been instituted during the Biden administration. These are all coming tomorrow. Comment below your thoughts, spread the word, and follow along to stay up to date on all the news you need to know about. More to come.
That's funny because look what I came back in here with. I didn't even realize it was, but this gotta go as too. Which I think, did y'all hear that? Yes? Okay, we're moving on. We live in some crazy times. Oh, hold on. I just recorded the song, but I played it for. Okay, so I need to go to YouTube real quick. Hold on 1 second. Because that's where it's going to be. All these dang devices. Grr. Hey y'all, this make me look super tall. I absolutely hate it because I'm not this tall. It makes me look I want to show y'all. But so far, what do y'all think?
In witchcraft practices.
Do you not? Or defend? Interesting. No, I haven't. I haven't, Pumpkin. Trump was born. They didn't need staying in the house. I was saying, y'all don't remember me telling y'all how I eat thank people. My eyes, they for a long time. Can I play something I just watched real quick? They deleted it that fast. Because this is just what we just had in class. We ain't even been out of class a good 30 minutes, maybe 35, 45 now. And that's why I didn't show it really. I just kept putting it down. Come on.
Snoop Dogg is set to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration. Now, the reason why I have a bad feeling about this entire situation and my discernment meter is going off the charts is because of this right here. So as we can see right here, this scene comes from the 2017 song Lavender by Snoop Dogg. Now, in this music video, you have a clown dressed up as President Trump, whose name is Ronald Klump. And in this video, as you just saw, Snoop Dogg is performing a mock execution of Ronald Klump. Now we can even go to the Wikipedia page of Lavender Nightfall Remix, where it talks about the controversy of this scene depicting a mock assassination. And of course, we can see Freemasonic symbolism in the album cover art. So the brick wall represents Freemasonry, and going back to the Tower of Babel, that we are all just a brick in the wall, and through masonry, we are building society.
You may be wondering, why are they wearing towels? Well, this represents the apron of Freemasonry, especially as we can see, Snoop has this square right here, which again goes back to the Masonic apron. The Masonic apron is highly regarded amongst the finest decorations of ancient Europe and ancient Rome. And the spiritual significance of the Masonic apron goes back to Adam and Eve when they tried to cover themselves of their shame with fig leaves. So the Masons, they are covering themselves with their own enlightenment. Please understand that in Freemasonry, Lucifer is their god, the one who came down to give them knowledge and wisdom. Freemasonry is a Luciferian religion. And right now, this entire situation reeks of something nefarious taking place. Now remember, this is all speculation and discernment. You can take this information and come to your own conclusions. So as we see, government agencies are concerned about Trump's inauguration as a potential target for extremists. And I find it suspicious and alarming that they are going to have Snoop Dogg, the same guy who put it out there through entertainment of a mock assassination on Trump. Now let's look at the word lavender and what it means. Well, the word lavender comes from Latin, which means to wash. And we can see right here how lavender is used in rituals and religious ceremonies. And I find it interesting how you can find article after article on how lavender can be used in witchcraft and how it has magical properties. Learn the mystical properties of this heavenly scented member of the mint family, including how to enhance your magic and get good night's sleep. Now, I found this very interesting right here, some lavender folklore, how lavender was once associated with prostitutes, and how it would lure potential customers with its magical, attractive properties. And this idea that lavender was used upon prostitutes to lure people in really makes me think of Revelation chapter 17 of the harlot who rides on the beast. Now, for those who do not know, the harlot of Revelation chapter 17 is false religion. And as we can see from the Daily Beast, the individuals giving prayer over Donald Trump will be a imam, which is a Muslim clerk, a Catholic bishop, a rabbi, and a MAGA televangelist. This right here is the harlot of Revelation chapter 17. False religion trying to bring all the religions together to form one world religion. And now that we know the word lavender means to wash and was used by prostitutes to lure in potential customers with its magical attractive properties, while also being used in witchcraft practices, I wonder if it's just a coincidence that the word MAGA in Latin means witch, and that the fifth and highest degree of the Church of Satan is also called MAGA. And as we have seen throughout the last decade, how much Trump loved to talk about the witch hunt. Now, we also can't forget about Marina Abramovic, who we can see right here in a picture with Jacob Rothschild in front of a painting of Lucifer, and how she has called Trump the Great Magician.
Actually, he's the magician of my years now, and he is the magician of the highest order to create confusion in order that the human beings can find new order.
Did you hear that? She said he is a great magician. She said he is the great magician that is going to create chaos in order to recreate order. New World. Y'all heard that? Okay, let's keep going.
Because this Trump is around, this is changing.
Again, I'm sure nothing nefarious is going on at all. And there's nothing suspicious going on here at all with Snoop Dogg wearing a Baphomet necklace. He also likes to show off his one-eye symbolism. Now, before I wrap this video up, I want to talk about the lyrics here of that song Lavender after that scene of the mock assassination. We have, and the night will fall. This is death to you all. When the nighttime falls, this is the final call. This is the final call. Call. And the night will fall. This is death to you all. Oh, how lovely. I found this extremely ironic when I was looking on YouTube.
I wouldn't be surprised if they hurry up and take the video down. He said after the attempted in the video, then that's when he starts singing "Death to You All, it's the final call," blah, blah, blah. The NFL team playbook has been announced and the team is entering the field. Come on, Mari. I wouldn't be surprised. Yep. It's feeling real deep in the nightish over here. Or left behindish. I don't know about y'all, but I feel it in the air. It feels kind of, I don't know where I feel like I've seen this before. I told my people today, I said they just did an update, and if the app ain't up, they don't gotta tell you about the update. We talked about if they sell it, they'll just do something like an update, and you won't know, and that's exactly what they did. You said you just need 4 years. I say talk to God about it, baby, because about that. Can I ask a question? Does it feel like the second part of the 7? If you study what's supposed to happen in the second half of the 7, after the first 42 months, do y'all remember when they said that the pandemic benefits stopped? What month that was? And what year? Y'all remember we looked this up recently. In the last year, we looked this up. What day did the pandemic EBT and benefits stop? In what year? Please. What day did they stop? When did they stop? All pandemic assistance. It was a final day for it. What day was it? For everything. It's a date. We talked about it. We literally talked about this in the last 6 months. It should say May of 2023. All of the complete, we just talked about this. It was May of 2023. Because 36 months end up being from like December people, it was May 11th, 23. There we go. May 11th, 2023 is when all the benefits from pandemic blase skip, they stopped May 11th, 23. Okay? I'm saying, what I mean by that is everybody's things stopped at different times, but the last of the money, like where you couldn't get no assistance or nothing, was May 11th, 2023. Can I ask y'all a question? How many months is that after 2020 started in America? The bug. Can you count from either the end of December, because they were recognizing it in December, the end of December, beginning of January. So if you go December 2019 to May 11th, 2023, how many months is that? $36 months? Is it? From December of 2019 to May of 2023 is 42 months. How many months from December of 2019 to May of 2023? You said it's 42 months. That's what you said? Yeah. What happened in the summer of 2023? 41 months. So then June would have made 42. Do y'all remember what started happening in May, June, and July of 23? Anybody remember? No? Do you remember people coming in here and telling us they was going in the grocery stores and the meat was spoiled and people was paying $18 for 2 chicken thighs? Do y'all remember that? $2023 is also when the vegetables and stuff start sparking electricity. And the watermelons wasn't peeling and the meat was moving in the pan and all of that. It was that summer that all of that craziness started. Do you all remember? The guacamole got electricity in it. And everybody started saying, and I think it was around that time that they approved the lab grown meat, wasn't it? Wasn't it in 23 that they approved the lab grown meat? That's when the vegetables, you said June 2023? Oh, okay. Is lab grown meat meat? Are watermelons that peel watermelons? So in the 35th month or 36th month since the pandemic started, they were able to sell food that was not food. They've been doing it, but on a mass scale now, is what you're telling me. We all agree. And even though they started to sell us lab grown food, did the food still go up? Don't you think it would be cheaper if it was grown in a lab and you really didn't have to feed it and keep it alive? So somehow or another, even though they are growing the meat and vegetables in labs and it's not even really meat food, it is 3 to 4 times more expensive than it was when it was partially real food. Do we agree? Huh? So how is something that's more cost effective than raising the real animals 3 times more expensive and it's not even real food? And that did not happen until the 36th month from December of 2019. I'm sorry, the 41st month. The benefits stopped in the 41st month. They approved selling us the non-food in the 42nd month. God said it was going to be 42 months of good and 42 months of bad. Did he not? He said in the second half of the 42 months, things were going to be more expensive. You would not, there was going to be, the leaders was going to be going at it. It was all of this stuff. October 7th of 2023 started what? Come on, nephew. And that was around the time of the derailments. You're right. And the electricity thing they was doing too. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. October 7th, pumpkin. Remember in October of 2022, told us to go look up the blue boxes and the commodity boxes. Right? We went and looked it up October the 6th. I said, y'all, if they put these out, we going to raw. Remember? And then on October the 7th, 2023, on that very day, that's what happened. technically October 6th, the same day that there was insurrection in the United States. Wasn't our thing October the 6th? Over here with the people storming the building? Didn't that happen on October 6th? Or was that December 6th? In America, when the people all went down there, it was January 6th. Oh, excuse me. January 6th. I'm sorry. Wrong date. January 6th. Okay, so we had October 6th and January 6th. Excuse me. January 6th. So January 6th. And was that the same year? What year did that happen? Was that 2017? 2020? So in 2020, 2021, so January, was it 20 or 21, y'all? I thought it was 21. It was 21. 2021. Yeah, it was 2021. So January 6, 2021, we had issues. And then October 6th, right, it's all right, we both a little off. October the 6th of 2023, there is a situation overseas that puts us at what? Risk, but our people had to start leaving, did they not? We had a lot of people in our classes that were sending their kids and husbands, and they themselves had to be shipped off in 2023 because of what was going on over there. Now, our January 6th had everything to do with the people that helped get the nomination this time, right? Do y'all believe that? Our January 6th has everything to do with how this nomination just happened right now. Because do y'all remember, right around that time, they was finding out that certain people had been in the colored house. And that there was documents that left out of the colored house. Y'all remember? And it has everything to do with who just helped get the colored house again. Do y'all remember they were saying that certain things that went out that wasn't supposed to go out? Do you remember? Are those people playing a part in what's happening over there? So it's all come full circle that the stuff that left out of the colored house was not for then, it was for now. The very countries that folks that have been told not to look at is who we should have been looking at. Remember when I told y'all, I said back in the day when I used to be in the streets, if I had a homegirl and we went into a certain situation, we would act like we didn't know each other to see who was going to try to do what in the club. We a stage a hoe. We ain't talking to each other to see what the people around us got to say. Y'all remember me telling y'all this story? So you never really know who I'm cool with in here at all. Because I act like I'm beefing with them just to see what y'all on. Because you going to talk to one of us, either me or them, and then I'll know if you funny or not, right? Y'all realize that's just what happened to us. All of the people that they have been telling us for years we needed to be watching them, they are now being invited to the colored house. And the people that we really was cool with are now not welcome. When these very people was talking about coming over to our grandma's house and knocking on the door, our homeboys and homegirls that was like, oh, if you make it to the grandma door. Now we telling them they not welcome on our block. And the very people that was running us home is welcome on our block. Can you Google them people over there and see what happened to the radio stations real quick? The media companies. Y'all know them people over there? Them one people. Google them people over there and radio stations. And tell me what you see, please. Y'all know who them people over there is, right? Right. Okay, good. Tell me, go real quick. Google about them people over there and tell me about what went on with the radio stations. Please. Take your time too, because I want you to look into some things real quick. And seeing as some people don't listen to the radio anymore, we just gonna equate that to now. Can we do that? Whatever it is that you see in there, that those people over there, when that radio stations was, you hear me? Mm. It's very interesting what y'all gonna see. I'll be right back. Oh, there go that. You just go leave it. A lady. You saw it? Y'all saw what they did? Ooh. Y'all saw what they did? You seen it? Why everybody making that expression? Interesting? Oh, okay. Stations has been forced off the air due to political pressures, including government crackdown and dissent. Okay. You wasn't supposed to type it here, though, baby. You was just supposed to know. Remember we talked about don't say it, just know it? Just know it. This explains why, man, you know what I feel like? I feel like not y'all, but it's some people that owe your girl an apology for all the times I had to apologize. But in all reality, I was right. I feel like it's some people that owe me an apology for real because had me feeling guilty because I know what I was feeling and it was on me tough. Like, stop doing that. This is serious. And just because you're not paying attention to what's going on, and look, I had to apologize for something that was real. Because people did not want to hear the truth about not being able to do and say whatever you want. And look, is this not the same playbook? Is it not the same strategy? Is it? So when I said, please go watch these certain videos because you about to see it pop up off the page, I just want to know, is it popping up off the page? The documentaries I asked y'all to go watch. If you watch more than one, you should see something. Do you see what I see? Hey. Do y'all see it? Can I ask you a question? How long did it take to start? Did y'all heard that man say a switch like this don't happen overnight? They've been working on this for months. For the last 3 or 4 months, I've been real irritable about typing things that you should not type. Like off the bat, instant attitude, all of those things. And that's because they had to be able to look into the system and see certain things. And look, it is going to be imperative that you learn to control what you know, how you talk about what you know. Do you realize that some of these people were unalive while they were on the air? Doctors unalived while they're trying to save people's lives. Pregnant mothers. Mothers holding their newborns. Because they would not submit to one person. Does any of that sound familiar? Joy. And now you see why I said the people that's supposed to find us is going to find us? Come on, Mari. If they don't, I ain't going to be sad about it. Because exactly what we talked about and exactly what I've been saying is exactly what happened, and it happened in less than 12 hours. So no, you're not about to play with my life. And you shouldn't let, y'all bet not let nobody play with y'all's either. If you don't know how to type it, don't say it. Wait till you can tell me in person. Don't send nothing crazy. Could you imagine if we still had all the people that we had going into this next space that we're going into? And now you see why I was like, if you don't like it, I don't care, don't come back. Because the urgency for us to understand how to speak, to learn what to say and what not to say, that there is a time for everything. We have been working on this lesson for 3 years. And the fact that some people still don't want to get it, they gonna still say and comment and do, it's a scary feeling. Not for me. Because when this goes away for real, because y'all see what that man said. He said if TikTok that man is an attorney or used to work in law. If I'm not mistaken, the man that was talking about, the first guy that was talking about the DEI going away next day, he's an attorney. And he said if TikTok goes away in 90 days, who remembers me saying earlier in the earlier class about bread and entertainment? Was anybody here? And I talked about they giving us bread and entertainment. Okay. So now the lawyer man is saying, just in case it goes away in 90 days, I said, if they do turn it back on, it's only going to be for a little bit and it's going away again. Okay. Because they can still make it go away. 90 days is right around the time when they say we're going to have to start having a real ID. Y'all realize that? We almost to the second month. So 90 days from now, if you just basically say 1 week before February, is right around that end of April time, is it not? Is it? We almost to February. Less than 10 days. So 90 days from now, it's right around the end of April, middle of April, coming up on May. That's also a couple of days after is when the real ID thing goes into play. Do you realize where our world could be in the next 90 days? When this DEI takes effect, who is going to work in the warehouses? He said, second day executive order, right around tax season. Interesting. Who remembers me talking to Miss Michelle about the ports? And me arguing with my big brother back on his birthday in October and then again in December around Christmas. And I said, they don't gotta do this, but if they do this, ain't gonna be nobody to work. Y'all remember this conversation? Anybody remember? We looked up how many employees in America are not of a certain demographic. Then we looked up what kind of jobs they have, how many people that is. A lot of people that work in housekeeping in the hospital they don't speak English. A lot of people that work in the kitchens in the hospitals don't speak English. A lot of your restaurants, old folks' homes. Am I wrong? Warehouses, food industry, and janitorial and airports. Okay. Stockers. All of that. So would that stop production from moving? Would that stop the shelves from being stocked? You realize that means that companies don't have to when he said no more taxes, he was not talking to y'all. He was talking about for the billionaires. That is funny. He was talking about for the billionaires. But the Americans' tax is about to go up like $3,400 or something, they said, a year. You said most of the grueling work on top of tension with the big M of the South. Okay. Okay. So where we at now after this? You realize that companies that contract truckers, they don't have to give the business to them or any other person of any ethnicity if they don't want to. If it's not a person of color business, they don't have to hire you, and they can fire you without nothing. He's working on this on Tuesday. 48 hours from now. Think about the people that said this year they wasted all that time and they said, I'm going to wait until I get my taxes, and they bowed out at Christmas time. Not knocking nobody for what they do, but something kept telling me to tell y'all, don't wait. If you can avoid waiting, don't say I'm going to put out the looking. Go on and get it now. Do y'all remember all the videos they kept blocking on TikTok where they said, if this happens, we got less than 3 weeks, we got less than 8 weeks, we got less than this time and this time? At the big party, all I hear playing is If the World Was Mine in the blonde male voice. Okay. Just waiting on him to sign the order. And y'all remember all the videos in 23 when they was like, if this happens, it's only going to be this amount of time. If these ferrets go into play, it would be less than a month. And this could do this and this could do that and all of these different things. Do y'all remember everybody was talking about how quickly things in this life is going to change, that certain things will not be on the shelves? Do y'all remember these conversations we was having? And then we was watching all of the people that work in those industries say this very thing. If these things go into effect, we have less than 90 days for blase skip wooty wop da da da. Do y'all remember that? And this man is saying, day one, these are the things that I am getting rid of. So what does that mean for timing? You realize how many people can go into work by Friday, but just because they're just doing whatever and not have a job? There is no time. So think about the people that waited, the people that I begged and pleaded with, and I'm talking about my family members too. I know you want to go, but God is telling me to tell you, if you have it now, do it now. In 2 months, our life could be drastically different, and things that are available now. Because with them buying TikTok, you think they about to let the TikTok shop be the way that it is, and they done hooked up with the Amazon dude? Not to mention, he signed for the DEI to get out too. So he ain't got to do fair price, and it's probably all kind of stuff that they not about to have to do. He can make it to where he don't deliver to certain areas because there's a certain amount of demographic or whatever in that area. So if I don't want to send it there, I just won't. Do you understand how crazy this could be shortly? Maybe I'll explain it in a different way. They now have a monopoly on everything. They have TikTok Shop, right? And Amazon. I wouldn't be surprised if they acquired Temu as well. So what does that mean? Tell me what that means. That part, Joy. You won't be able to buy or sell. Hey, Pumpkin. Well, hello. You hear that? And the crazy thing is, they already got 175 or more million people's ID, their address, their contacts, and their location data for however long they've been on TikTok. View and control over what you consume and watch. Come on. Who remembers us talking about you're not going to be able to buy for nobody else? Y'all remember us talking about this? Do you see how that could be possible now? This is why God had us not blowing no money. This is why he told us to learn to live with less. This is why he told us to buy as much survival stuff and get canned goods, because he even told us that a lot of people were not going to be working. We did not know how that was going to happen. Thought it might be a pandemic, but it's actually something worse. Something that could be more long term. Is it not? And he's already said he's not giving out no help unless it comes with conditions. That didn't just start with the disaster areas. So think about the people that are starting out. Talk about nefarious. Think about the people that are starting out this year with them refrigerators we talked about. That's real pretty and organized, but there's nothing in them. And they got them big, beautiful houses, but it ain't nothing in the pantry. And now everything is 3 times higher than it was 2 years ago. And there won't be all of those excess funds and all of that stuff. That stuff won't be happening. That's why he's cutting all the budgets. Did we talk about this as well? That this time they wasn't going to be giving that money out. And all of the extra stamps, and they won't be doing any of that. You know why? Because they just about to let you go. It ain't even going to be no pandemic. They just about to be letting people go. It's getting scary, but I'm glad I listened. Walmart already, it's a lot of companies that already started doing it. A lot of them. And after Tuesday, after Monday, it's about to be, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people wake up and they don't. And I'm not wishing that, but he said it. Kinda. We here. Shall we do it one more time? Just one more time. Listen here. We just gonna, this is how real it's about. Baby, listen.
We have some big news right now. We're learning about the executive orders Trump is instituting tomorrow, and that includes making it easier to fire career federal employees.
He did this today. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but there are a lot of companies that restricted use of apps to work in America outside of the social media apps. Interesting. No, I didn't know that. I didn't. Listen, I didn't know that, Mari.
Through an executive order called Schedule F. It'll change the hiring processes and firing processes for executive government employees. We have some big news right now. We're learning about the executive orders Trump is instituting tomorrow, and that includes making it easier to fire career federal employees through an executive order called Schedule F. It'll change the hiring processes and firing processes for executive government employees as Trump tries to essentially fire as many career staffers as he can. Now, before I continue, if you don't follow me yet on my Instagram, YouTube, and Substack, that's where I'll be if TikTok is banned in 90 days, so follow me there. It's linked in my bio. Trump also plans on instituting a national energy emergency to roll back a number of the pro-climate policies and executive orders that the Biden administration has issued, including directives concerning offshore drilling and the use of electric vehicles. And finally, Trump is expected to roll back all DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion policies that have been instituted during the Biden administration. These are all coming tomorrow. Comment below your thoughts, spread the word, and follow along to stay up to date on all the news you need to know about. More to come. We have major breaking news right now. Donald Trump is expected to issue a national emergency declaration for the southern border tomorrow on his first day in office. Before I continue, we saw how quickly TikTok can get banned, so please follow me on my Instagram, Substack, and YouTube, link in bio for all the news you need to know about. He's also expected to begin mass deportations around the country as soon as Tuesday. According to the Wall Street Journal, the first city that will be targeted with raids is Chicago. Raids could last up to 1 week. Those raids will then expand to cities like Miami, New York, Los Angeles, and other metropolitan areas around the country. This will be phase one of the mass deportation plan. Part of that plan is declaring this emergency declaration for the southern border. It'll essentially empower him as the executive to take increased actions in his mind to stop the inflow of migration across the border. Now, it's unclear exactly what his plans are after phase one, but the country needs to be prepared for what's about to happen in less than 24 hours, because this is coming. As always, comment below your thoughts, spread the word, and follow along on here, and at the link in my bio on my Instagram, Substack, and YouTube for more news.
So question, he said something key. He said the ones that were implemented in the B and K administration, but do that affect what was in place before their reign? He undoing all of it, Mari. He about to undo all of it. That's why he's getting rid of the Department of Education. That's why he's depression. His parents was a part of the I think, we all think. What was going on in the world when his parents were a part of the I think, we all think. You remember we did the math. He was 18 when Rosa Parks went to school. Ruby Bridges went to school. He was 17 or 18. You know what happened today? one of the people that is in our community on TikTok, right? I be reposting this stuff sometimes. He was taking his trash out in his neighborhood, and a man pulled a gun on him. And he called the police, and the police showed up and was like, "I'm going to your house." He said, "You're not going to do anything?" He said, "We didn't see anything. We don't see a problem." He said he pulled a gun on me. They was about to arrest the black dude. Cause pulled a gun on him while he was taking his trash out. This just happened today. His neighbor, the guy standing outside his house, the neighbor walks past him to go put the trash in the trash can, or he put in the trash, and the man pulls a pistol out on him. He calls the police, and the police was like, "Whatever." He said, "So y'all not gonna do nothing?" He said, "Sir, you need to go back in your house." This just happened today to a WOIUer. I just told y'all nephew to go get some Kevlar. Hopefully he listened. I don't know if he did, but right, Rika. Oh, well, we was friends. I don't know why it got me for just following him. He used to be a part of WOIU. However, I guess he ain't no more, but I know they be making y'all unfollow me too. This guy. hmm The Earth Speaks. He used to be a part of our community. I don't know. I know they be whatever. It happened to him today at his house. So, if you don't have to move around tomorrow, I wouldn't. They already have it. Yeah. So, I think definitely if you can do not a lot of moving around tomorrow, I wouldn't if I were you. Just the next couple of days, because tension's probably going to be high, folks. It's going to be weird. And just as much as you can chill, do. You hear me? You said you're concerned for the parades that are happening. Listen. This is why God allowed us to be here, to have so many happy times, so many laughs and cries and good memories over there. And 9 times out of 10, the only reason I really don't want to get rid of it is because they're still putting information over there. But as I can see, they're already doing it. So I don't know where this is going to go. Maybe on the first, it might go away completely. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I really don't, but I don't want to be over there anymore at all. Even though they already got my information, I don't want them to have access to my phone. You know? Not like that. Really? When? Today? They had a fireworks They was gonna do a fireworks show in Louisiana at the government building. Interesting. You work for Louisiana State Police? Thank you, Pumpkin. Y'all hear that? If you can stay home, work from home, be home, hurry up and get home, cook your dinner tonight, that way you ain't gotta go to the store. You hear me? Ladies, y'all need to make sure you got something. Okay? Men too. But ladies for sure. Y'all need to make sure if you're going out with the kids, whatever you need to. You said we're already experiencing it today at the store. Also, they was cutting up. Interesting. Interesting. So you in Cali and you in Louisiana. Okay. That's on two different sides of the country. Here we go. My week was already crazy. We had to go rescue our youngest daughter. She was dating a guy. He had been abusing her for the past 3 months. Jesus. I thank God she was able to get some help too. Me too, Liz. The blood. Oh my God. Liz. Do you remember the dream that I had? I told you about my daughter. It's been in the last 2 months. Were you here for that dream that day? I'm happy she's okay. I'm happy she is home. Anoint your house. Anoint wherever she's going to be sleeping. Anoint her room. Love. You hear me? God is good. You said everybody, if you have a grandma or grandpa, take them with you. Yeah. I'm the blood of Jesus. I'm so grateful you got her back, Pumpkin. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. This world is crazy. God know what he doing though. And this is why we gotta pray over our kids. We gotta, man, it's real crazy. Anyway, I'm about to go find me something to eat. I need something sweet. I'm gonna have to go on and sweet tooth this one out. Babies, it's about to get real. It already did. Okay? So, please, please, please. Okay? Love you too. Please, please anoint yourselves this evening on your way to work. If you got to go to work tonight or tomorrow, anoint your car, anoint yourself, your eyes, your ears, your hands, your feet. You hear me? You ain't got to be greased up, but you hear me? You hear me? We'll try to connect tomorrow sometime. I love y'all. Everybody be safe. Make sure y'all praying. I just watched the end of days. Wow, the Lululemon sign is on the baby. Interesting. It's getting thick out here. It is. It is. I love you. Well, we about to go watch it. We was talking about some other stuff. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Keep it for tomorrow. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. End of days. Man, that song Stay Together by Al Green is in my heart. Yeah. Yeah.